Hello, and welcome back, gentle readers, or should I say, gentle listeners. You guessed it, the wait is over, and Bridgerton is back. Season 3 is here, and I'm here for it. It actually dropped May 16th, a couple days ago. There are 4 episodes that dropped, and you guys know each episode is about an hour long, so I will be recapping these episodes separately because that video will be way too long for 4 episodes straight. With that being said, I want to welcome you back to I Hope This Helps You channel, a channel where you get information on a variety of topics. So let's get into it. Bridgerton 3, Season 3, Episode 1. Of course, the first scene is the voice of Lady Whistledown herself. She starts it by saying, "Dearest gentle readers, we've been far apart too long." Something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing. And then you see Lady Featherton, Portia Featherton, and her girls get off the carriage, and they're in these bright colors. It's a new season, new debutante season. And Portia goes, "Oh, it's good to be home," where everyone else is okay. And Penelope is definitely not feeling it. She has this grimace on her face, and she's just not happy to be there. We then get the scene where, of course, another Bridgerton is entering season 2, debutante season, and it's, I believe it's Francesca. She's entering the season. She's not as scared as Lady Eloise, and she's not excited as the first Bridgerton sister. So she's kind of in the middle that she's displaying like, "Yeah, this is something I have to do. I'm not happy about it, but I'm not unhappy about it." The family's waiting for her. They're standing at the door, knocking at the door, waiting for her. All along, she's at the piano playing, fully dressed, waiting for them. While the family is outside waiting for their carriage, it seems like they see someone walking up, and the girls are going crazy over. They're dropping handkerchiefs on purpose. And then, who, lo and behold, we all knew it was Colin. Colin came back looking like a whole snack this season. He definitely is the ladies' man, and even the siblings can't believe it's him. They are like wondering what happened to their brother. They're actually teasing him a little bit in the carriage, asking him like what happened to him. Why does he look so different? Colin basically kind of plays it off and pretends he doesn't know what the family's talking about. He's definitely going to be the catch of the season. You can see them setting this up already. But hey, I'm here for it. This is what we wanted. We wanted to see the new Colin. We wanted to see the chemistry between him and Penelope developed. So yeah, this should be interesting. Now back to the debutantes. As each debutante is being presented to the queen one by one, as is the first 2 seasons prior. One by one, the debutante is presented and the queen is disinterested as usual. Then we have Francesca and her mom walking toward the queen, and the queen kind of perks up and gets excited. Francesca thinks it might be her moment. She smiles at her sisters, and then she looks back to the queen, and then the queen all of a sudden rolls her eyes and then kind of slouches back in the chair as if she's disinterested. We have no idea what happened, but the queen definitely was not feeling it. Also, real quick, I wanted to mention the Feathertons. We do find out that 2 of the Featherton girls are married now. They're actually married to men that basically have no titles, so I'm not sure how far that's going to get them. But their mother basically just wants them to produce an heir so she can continue with the scheme that she has from last season to make sure that her and her girls stay wealthy. While out, Penelope actually makes eye contact with Lady Eloise, but Lady Eloise wants nothing to do with her and kind of turns her head and doesn't really speak to Penelope. She actually becomes friends with the mean girl from the last 2 seasons, Cressida, I believe that's her name. And her and Eloise, I'm not sure if the friendship is genuine yet because she doesn't seem to match Lady Eloise's personality. But then again, Lady Eloise definitely has changed this season, considering she's actually into the season looking for a husband as well. After Lady Featherton says to her daughter that I can always count on you to be there for me, this puts Penelope into panic mode, basically. She wants nothing to do with this. She actually decides to change her look and put herself back out there on the market and look for a suitor. She says she wants nothing to do with bright colors or citrus colors anymore. She wants a totally new look. And she actually says something after to the effect of like they wear in Paris. So basically, you remember Colin has spent all summer in Paris. So even though she's mad at Colin, she still kind of has him in mind as a suitor because she wants to look like the women that she believes he may have been seeing there in Paris this summer. At the shop, she actually also runs into Lady Eloise, and they finally get to talk. And Lady Eloise obviously is reluctant, but Penelope says it's good to see you, and Lady Eloise is like, I couldn't tell. You spent the summer away in the country, and Penelope is trying to explain that I stayed away because I didn't think you wanted to see me, and Lady Eloise kind of cuts her off and goes, no, you didn't think that I would keep your secret. And Penelope basically thanks her for keeping the secret. Remember, because her secret is she's Lady Whistledown. However, the two never settled anything, and they went their separate way. I also wanted to remind you guys. Remember back at the Gentlemen's Club, the owner Will and his wife Alice. So Will was an ex boxer. So they just find out that his wife's Alice. I'm not sure if it's great aunt or great great aunt, Lady Kent, basically left not them but their son all her riches. So basically, their son Nicholas is now, he will be the Baron Kent. So moving them up in society. They inherited a huge house with servants at their hand and basically putting them up higher on the totem pole. I'm not sure what you call it, but they're basically will probably be one of the upper echelons in that society now. Also, if you're wondering, is Bridgerton still known for its ton of sex scenes or love-making scenes? Yes, they don't have a ton of them, but they still have them. This time it's between Anthony and his wife, Kate. You know, they're still in love. They're actually a week out of the honeymoon, so they're doing what honeymooners do, and they're doing a lot of it, which, hey, I'm here for it. I like them as a couple. I like them from last season. I actually thought last season, season 2, was better than season 1. I know a lot of people kind of didn't like season 2 because of season 1 had a lot more, sex scenes, but for me, I like season 2 the most. That was my favorite so far. So now we're at the first ball of the season, and this first ball of the season is taken place or given by no other than Lady Danbury, and she's actually one of my favorite characters. So I love anytime Lady Danbury is on the screen, but she's given the first ball, and basically, I mean, we've seen season 1 and season 2 how they go. However, so everyone's there entering the ball, and then finally enters Penelope. She takes off her cape, and she's in this beautiful, I'm not sure, hunter green dress with like sheer black gloves. Her hair is curled but and swooped to the side. She looks absolutely beautiful. And she captures everyone's attention, from Lady Eloise to the women and to all the male suitors there. They are literally lining up to get a dance with her. And yeah, she still looks kind of acts a little awkward, but she definitely has everyone's attention. It's so funny because she had these 3 suitors' attention, but her awkwardness still kind of came through the screen, and she started babbling about reading books, and they were just kind of looking at her, not knowing what to say. So, that was kind of funny, but she absolutely looks stunning in her dress, and so stunning that she was actually sabotaged by, of course, mean girl Chrissa. But I want to say, first of all, too, Francesca, she's actually at the ball, of course, looking for suitors, and she's not really having any luck, but she's not down about it. She's almost, to me, like vanilla about everything. I'm not sure what's up with her, but I guess we'll see as the season's going on. But she encourages Penelope to get off the wall and take some more dances with the suitors, and she might find someone. So as Penelope is getting, she finds some ice cream or something to get, and this male suitor walks up to her, and she's talking to him, but she starts choking on I'm not sure if she's choking on the food or just awkward with the guy. And of course, here comes mean Chrissa, and she steps on Penelope's dress. Her heel steps on it, and then she rips the dress. Of course, this was done on purpose. So of course, Penelope runs out of the ball upset. I mean, who wouldn't be? And Eloise basically looks at her and tries to say she's sorry, but Penelope has already ran out. Seeing Penelope upset, Colin stops talking and runs after her. And finally, this is when those two get to have the talk. Remember, she overheard him saying that he would never date her last season. So she's like, what do you care about me? But you would never date me? And so she brings up what he said last season. And he basically tried to explain it, and she kind of went off, and she goes, no, leave me alone, or something to that effect. Don't worry about her. And she kind of walks off. Also, let me backtrack for a moment. At the ball, I forgot that the queen did come to the ball. And the queen was asking, she actually noticed Penelope. And she asked Lady Danbury, who was that? And Lady Danbury explains, that's Penelope. This is her third, Penelope Featherton, and this is her third season out. However, there's plenty of other debutantes that are out, and maybe you need to find the diamond. And the queen is kind of reluctant and says, why does she have to find a diamond every season? So basically, Lady Danbury is still trying to convince the queen of finding the diamond and for the season. And I'm not sure what the queen, why she's so reluctant this season, but I guess we'll know, as the season goes on. So back to Penelope. When she runs off, she heads home and she decides to bring back Lady Whistledown again. And Lady Whistledown, she's writing. As of now, we don't know what she's writing, but I'm pretty sure, by the end of the episode, we'll find out. But we do go back to Lady Eloise and Cressida. And Lady Eloise, Cressida thought that Lady Eloise would think that was funny what she did to Penelope, but Lady Eloise did not think it was funny. And she kind of calls Cressida out, which is what a real friend should do, and say, you know what, you said you don't have many friends or you can't find a suitor. Maybe you should just be you or different. You don't have to be so mean or, basically have a competition. So for the sake of time, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to just head and skip over to the end. Let me highlight that Colin did go see Penelope again and explain to her, to discuss why she was so upset. Penelope explained again what she heard, and Colin said, you know what, I'm not that same person as I was last season. So I'm not sure what he meant by that, because I thought he was always a good guy, but maybe he just meant the mess he was talking about her, and the negative things he was saying about her, that he's not that type of person anymore. So we'll see. And actually, Penelope forgave him, so hey, all is forgiven. Colin actually offers to even help her find a suitor or a husband. So we'll see exactly how this goes next episode and see when they start falling for each other, if they start falling for each other. So with that being said, Penelope remembers that she did write, remember Lady Whistledown. As the newspaper is making its rounds, Lady Eloise actually is reading, and the queen is reading the new write-up. And basically, the queen is noticing that Lady Whistledown is calling her out to play games. And the queen's like, I'm here for it. Because when I play games, I win, baby. And so I think she's going to actually call a diamond and call Lady Whistledown's bluff. And also, Eloise is reading the article, and she shares what Lady Whistledown said about Colin. And Colin basically, doesn't pay it any attention, but he does vow to ruin whoever Lady Whistledown is for ruining everyone else, the last previous seasons. So we'll see how it goes. That's it. That's all I have for you. Tell me your thoughts on this. On the episode 1 through 10, what'd you give it? I gave it a solid 7, 8. They had to introduce, the storyline. But I'm excited to see what else is coming along with this. And I want to know what happens with Francesca, because they kind of have her being vanilla in this episode. So we'll see. Thanks again for watching. Please comment, please like and share, because then the algorithm will pick up my video and share it to more people. Until next time, thanks.